Hi, everyone. Come on in and say hi. I hope that you got to enjoy this beautiful weekend. And if you are living somewhere where it's been a long weekend, like it is here in Canada, I hope that you had a chance to enjoy it. The sun has been out. Thank you, Lord. Am I right? All right, so this is your weekly guidance. If you're new here, hi, I am medium Angela McClellan. I speak to dead people, but on Sundays, this week, Monday, I jump on and do a weekly look into the week to come to bring through any guidance, any heads up that we need to know that's going to help us here be humans, okay? Before I get started, I just realized today, less than 3 weeks, I am in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia for an in-person Messages from Spirit event. Cannot believe how fast June is approaching. And so if you are in the Dartmouth, Halifax area, we're down to about 10% of tickets left. And so if you want to head over to my website, angelamcclellan.com, under the upcoming events, you will see the link there to grab those last few tickets that are available. And then June 19th, which, you know, is that not that much farther off, is my Message from Spirit in-person experience for Sydney, Nova Scotia. And the same for that, we have about 10% of tickets left. So if you've been keeping your eye on it, and you feel like you would benefit from being in the presence of Spirit and you live in the area, again, head to my website, angelamcclellan.com, grab those tickets while they're still available, because both events are on track to be sold out. Now let's see what we have in store for this week of May 17th through to the 23rd. And again, another super fast month. It is just scurrying by, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so we do have, it says a great time of joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities and plans that work out perfectly, right? We are really stepping into this sun energy. So not only are we experiencing more sun in our life, but there's this feeling of brightness within. What does that mean? That means increase of motivation, increase of energy, feeling hopefully more optimistic, easier to grab that hope that's not too far out of reach, okay? There's very much this rebuild and tidying up of inner dialogue, reminding you that there's nothing that you cannot do, that whatever it is that you want or that you're hoping for, that you have the capability of achieving it, okay? With your intuition, your capability, your intellect, in divine timing, everything is coming to you in the ways, in the timeline that it's meant to. There's definitely the vibe of wanting to move away from overthinking. And so we're still a little bit in that analytical part of ourselves, wanting to again drop down into our chest. And I get it. I get that things can be very intense. And so we may not be wanting to feel fully. But if you're wanting to move forward and you're wanting to check into what is for my highest good and lead, you must drop into your heart chakra. And if you're feeling that is overwhelming emotionally for you, then what can we do to create a better feeling experience, a safer feeling experience? Number 1, boundaries. Number 2, watch what you are consuming. People's opinions, media, social media, the news, all can very much influence you in a negative way. Okay. And so really wanting to make sure that you're creating a safe environment for your authentic soul self to lead you forward. Okay. And that means for some, getting used to feeling vulnerable. And I know many, many, many of you have dedicated your life to not feeling. But the magic and you know, life's secret is in the feeling. So if we're running and we're trying to shop it away, we're trying to smoke it away, we're trying to drink it away, we're trying to gossip it away, we're trying to drama it away, it doesn't go away. It comes back. right? Tenfold, or in inappropriate moments, and it comes up within you. And so really taking the time and leaning into it, leaning into the discomfort, being honest, being truthful with self is really such a key to unlock the most peace and the most joy and the most love that you can experience in this life. Okay? Celebration. We love seeing these positive cards, don't we? News worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancies, graduations, a time of gratitude, close communities, or chosen families, right? Really planning for the long term. This is definitely good news now, good news later, right? And so maybe you're getting those 2 pink lines, maybe you're getting that job, maybe you're closing on the house, maybe we're paying off, we have our last car payment coming up. There's something that's coming in that feels very abundant because like here it is and we're excited. But it is something that brings in excitement now, but excitement later. Engaged now, wedding later. Pregnant now, baby later. You know what I mean? Something along those lines. And so however that is, opportunity now, maybe we're planning a trip or we're booking a trip, experiencing it later. So there's very much this very kind of divine intervention, to be honest. So like wishes come true, but I feel something crazy about like the timeline, right? Amazing. Isabel says, my granddaughter was born yesterday. And so there's so much excitement. There's so much joy. There's so much rebirth of energy. And again, like the previous message where it's like, it's increasing, like that sun feeling is like increasing our energy and our hope, which really, with the light that we are now in, is really showcasing how much dark there was, especially through this winter. Literally, it was a very difficult winter. If we're talking about scarcity, the last 3 years, very strongly scarcity mindset, scarcity driven, right? We're moving into abundance. And so it's really nice to see celebration. There's really nice to see abundance from past seeds that have been planted, from current events, and then leading into the future. So it's really pulling us into this abundance, which is really nice. Remember, abundance is abundance of love, abundance of peace, abundance of joy, abundance of contentment, financial abundance, etc. Wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time in life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all is well. And that, my dear, is the feeling. Faith in the universe that all is well. Rebuilding that faith. Having some wins really helps, you know, it really helps because it's like, okay. A little win here, a little reward here is one, validating everything that you have been through was worthwhile, because everything that you have been through got you prepared for where we are right now. But also it's giving us new life moving forward. Okay. Perfect. Maureen says, my daughter-in-law is due with her baby boy any day now. Perfect time for this rebirth, this newness coming in. And there's nothing more magical and more loving and more new than a new life coming into this world. And so we're going to see that very much in different ways in our lives, of having this kind of love being rebirthed within us. I hope you can't hear my dogs barking. They are barking. My little nephew's over, so I think they got kicked out. They got kicked out. There's no room for Labradoodles and 1-year-olds, okay? Can't make it up. There's the baby card, you know, new love coming in. So not only is this new love, as in babies, like we were just talking about here on the Facebook Live, but also love being reunited, reignited, right? And so wonderful time to say yes to that date. Wonderful time to welcome in new friendships. So new love means new emotional experiences. This could be new lovers, new babies, new puppies, new kittens, new besties, new friends, new family members, new neighbors, new coworkers. I think I said that one. Also something new to love. So everything is still very much in the chest, meaning heart chakra, right? So new passions, new way of living, new hobbies, new experiences that's igniting this passion within us. Maybe you're hosting a group. Maybe you are doing a talk on what you love the most. This is a new experience that's going to create a new passion, open a new door, go, ooh, I loved how this felt. How can I give myself more of this? So there's very much this really beautiful heart-opening experience that's coming in, that's welcoming and love and welcoming passion into your life, with the message alongside of, what was that first message that we brought through? Opening ourselves up, allowing ourselves to feel, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. And really that is where if we are brave enough to allow ourselves to be open, then we will be rewarded the most beautiful riches, because we're welcoming in what the universe wants for us, what God wants for us, what source energy, whatever word you like to use. But that's how we stay open. We're open to the blessings, we're open to the miracles, we're open to the guidance, okay? And it really just feels like essential. It really feels like at this time, what else do you have to lose? You know what I mean? And I think that, we get to a point where we're just so done that it may be easier for you at this time to completely surrender. Surrender to God. Go, you lead me, right? You may be searching for faith. You may be finding yourself questioning your faith, or what you believe in, or what systems in looking and feeling and yearning for that connection. You're not alone. You're not alone. If you find it in organized religion, amazing. If that is not for you, there's so many other ways. I know Kyle Gray has a really beautiful angel prayer book. You can absolutely take from the Bible and read the word of Jesus without being connected to organized religion, and take the motivation and take the guidance. A Course of Miracles. There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem by Dr. Wayne Dyer, is another amazing book. So if you find yourself seeking right now, you're not alone. It's definitely this, we're wanting to move forward and reopen, and having a path is absolutely helpful. Absolutely helpful. There's no wrong way of doing it. Okay, guys? So just let yourself feel it and what it is that you're looking for. We also have the World card coming out. A brilliant success. A time of joyful accomplishment, spiritual enlightenment, and freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. Okay? Really, really beautiful. There's the renewal card. It is important. Oh, I just got so flooded with emotions. There's very much this feeling of overwhelm. Like I just got flooded with such emotion of like, we made it. And it just makes me want to, right? It's like, we've made it. You may not be experiencing the physical changes just yet, but energetically, we are in a new season. Energetically and internally, soul-led, you may already be like, I'm different. I feel different. I'm experiencing my life differently. I am feeling more light or aligned or optimistic, or I'm less anxious. Right? And you're not wrong. And the internal dictates the external. And so we're already seeing it. I love that you guys reach out. I love that you guys comment on my posts and my weekly guidance, and sometimes you inbox me and email me and let me know you got your win. right? You got that. You've been praying for this for 2 years. You got it. It happened. Or we've been trying to conceive and you got it and it happened. Or you got that job, right? And so it's happening. If you're like me and many, not so much has changed opportunity-wise or material-wise, but you have changed. You feel it. The shift is happening. And by the time we get to June, we are going to be completely different. Even if you sit in June and reflect on January, it's like, who's that girl? You know what I mean? So much significance, there has been such a significant shift. Okay, so don't worry about the outside validation, because babes, all we need is this inside validation, right? And so taking that time to reflect, taking that time, don't be super busy right now. I know we want to. We see the sun and we're all excited and wanting to do all the things. We're not doing all the things. Okay, this is not an all or nothing. We're not doing that anymore. We used to be able to do that. Right? We're not doing that. That is outdated. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing it as we can, and it will take the time that it takes, right? And so we don't want to be overdoing it. We want to be making sure and being mindful that we are being kind to our mind, bodies, and souls with what we're committing to, the pressures we're putting on ourselves, and the timelines, okay? Wanting to balance, wanting to prioritize balance, okay? And so keep this in mind as you move forward. And as things start to get good and start to get light and start to get fun again, we do want to be mindful and make sure that we are balancing that with everything that kept us afloat. Our daily practice, our meditation, our journaling, our quiet time, our disconnection from media, whatever it is that you have been doing that has been working for you to keep you afloat through the hardest years of our lives, right? We want to take that served us and bring it forward. It can shift and change, right? But we still want to take the practice of prioritizing self, prioritizing hearing ourselves, connecting with ourselves, feeling ourselves forward. There may be amazing opportunities that come to you. Doesn't mean you're saying yes to them all. These amazing opportunities may not feel aligned with you. You may not feel, we feel excited. Our ego loves it, right? But we may not feel aligned, like this is for our highest good. That's what you want. You still want this guiding light. It has helped you through the darkness, and it is 100% going to serve you through the light. And so keep this in mind when things start getting exciting again and light again. But as a whole, just the chills that I'm feeling in my body, that we are over the hump, right? We're over the hump. The positive after the negative, this kind of light at the end of the tunnel, welcoming that in, really kind of coming in tears and layers for everyone as we finish through the month of May, really setting us up for a very abundant and prosperous and peaceful. Like, I love the feeling of contentment and peace. Like, do you understand how much work it takes for one to feel good? Good. I'm just good. I don't need, want, right? It takes so much work to unlearn all of that, right? And so it may look boring from the outside, but we know what it took for us to get there, right? And it will look different for each and every one of us, but it is so important that you take the time to reflect and be proud of the journey. Be proud of how far you've come, okay? Intuition, be wild these days, okay? Who's getting the crazy amount of signs, symbols, synchronicities, dreams? It's actually like a running joke. Right now with me, my friends, I'm like 555, 555, 555. My hearts, I get hearts for my loved ones. I get dimes for my loved ones all day, every day. All day. It's like, there it is again. There you are again. And so watch for your signs and symbols. They seem to be increasing right now. It's just a hot time. Listen to your intuition, especially with the change of weather. We're getting outside more. We're getting more grounded, more in tune, making that time for yourself to hear. Remember, we want to be able to hear our guidance. So if we're gardening, we want to be able to hear our thoughts. So would it be a really great time to listen to an audiobook or multitask? That's up to you, right? If we're going for a walk, we don't want to be walking and getting our exercise in outside talking on the phone the whole time. We want to be able to work through our stuff. That's where the epiphanies, that's where the divine guidance comes in, okay? And so we're still wanting to create those pockets and those opportunities for our divine team to communicate with us so that we can hear it, okay? Especially when life gets a little bit busier, right? And we're saying yes. And we're saying yes to life again. We're saying yes to outings again and getting together again. We're willing to make plans in the future. I don't know about you, but I found that so challenging the last couple of years. Like, I don't want to commit to anything. I don't know how I'm going to feel next month, let alone 6 months away, right? But we're getting, optimistic again, right? So we're like, yeah, I can do that in August. Yeah, let's get that on the books, right? And so it's really just kind of this, like I said, it's like this rebirth energy coming in, but we're only focusing on what matters, and we are taking our priorities, and what that's going to do is allow us to appreciate it this time around and really be present in it. And I love that. Got a new puppy, yay, but hard to train. Listen, I know they're worse than babies. They're worse than babies. But Karen, you're going to do a great job. What a beautiful addition. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll be back next Sunday with your weekly guidance.